Hello guys, seeing my house, bidding you welcome to another pickups video. Just pickups this time, no game hunting footage unfortunately, but I will make it up to you by playing some music, having some nice lighting, also putting in some footage of the games I'm going to show. Now, there's a lot of DVDs in this, so if you don't like the DVDs, click away now, that's fine. I'll show a lot of the gaming stuff first and foremost. So firstly, JB Hi-Fi have been having a sale recently. I actually got these a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, but I didn't show them in another video. I ordered one with a $2 delivery, and it took them over 6 weeks to send it to me. I had to message them to ask, hey, has this been sent? And that actually got the ball rolling. I don't know what they were doing. But it is a copy of, for the PS4, we have Those Who Remain. Deluxe edition includes postcards and digital comic book. Now, I've heard some people call this a walk-in sim, and I don't usually mind the walk-in sims. If they're engaging and the story's good, I enjoy them just as interactive fiction. Immerse yourself in a tense atmospheric adventure inspired by classic supernatural film and TV series. So I'm not really sure if this is like a proper game or just a interactive kind of thing. But I'm looking forward to playing it either way. It's probably going to be the next one I play after the game I'm currently playing. I'm currently playing this game here. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Remastered. Remember, I showed this in a recent pickups video. I got it for $3 or $5, and I'm about 5 hours in. I just got to the sand castle.
Anime was a mistake.
And it seems really good so far. Seems really, really good. I'm liking the kind of Studio Ghibli-inspired aesthetic. And just before that, I've actually been on a bit of a games kick lately. I played and finished in about a week Owlboy. This one was pretty good. I enjoyed this one. It ended just as soon as it felt like it was really picking up. And the final boss battle is a little underwhelming because it doesn't happen with the character you think it would happen with. And the character who's like the main boss of the whole game is just kind of killed in a cutscene. It's not my favorite, but for a Metroidvania style game, I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good game. I know some people really, really liked it. I think Raz Nintendo had it on one of his Game of the Years for 2016, but I wouldn't go that far. I actually went out, because I never thought this thing was coming, I thought I would have to go out and get a refund for it. I thought I'd have to message them and get a refund. I actually went to a physical store and bought Those Who Remain. I figured, this thing isn't coming, I'll just go to the nearest store and grab it. So I have 2 copies of that, I guess. One will be up for sale or trade. So I was at the store, I grabbed another game, and I'm unfortunately disappointed by this one. I've sat down and played it for a little bit. It's just not as good as it should be. It is Toki, released by Microids. This was $10. I regret paying $10 for it. I wish I had waited to find it for $5. But it's just not very good. It feels like a Flash game, and it doesn't have any of the bells and whistles that you would expect a PS4 release to get. Like, it plays just like a Flash game or an arcade-style game where you have your number of lives. Once your lives are up, you have to replay the level. You have a set number of continues. Once they're gone, you have to restart the whole game. It's like, I understand that's the way it was back then. I don't have the patience to learn a game like this, where a 2-hour game suddenly turns into a 5-hour game, just because you have to learn mechanics, and each level has different gotcha obstacles, stuff you wouldn't know about until you've already played through the level. I'm really not a fan of that kind of thing. I really enjoyed Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX, because that had options to make the game a bit more modern, but this one is sorely lacking them, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because the actual game is fun. but it's just lacking a lot of features that really make one of those modern remakes more palatable. Right, what else do we have to show? So I went to the Pennywise in Goodna. Nothing found in the area really otherwise. A couple DVDs I'll show later. But in the Pennywise we found some PlayStation 4 games. We have Assassin's Creed the Ezio collection. I have all of these on PS3 already, so I don't know if I'll keep this or sell it on, but $5.95 was a really good deal for that. Boxed and complete. Good deal for that. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to sell this one on. World Rally Championship 7, $5.95 for that as well. Just about $6. Not a pretty good find. I can't find any copies of this on Australian eBay, which makes me think it wasn't released here. But then I see that, so maybe it's a harder to find game, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but I'll be selling that one on anyway. We also found there a PlayStation 2 Super Slim model. I paid $27 for it. It came with a power lead, no controller, no AV cords unfortunately. It would have been a fantastic deal if it did come with those things. But what drew me towards it was a promising 3-month warranty. It was a promising 3-month warranty, so they told me any problems with it, just bring it back. I thought $27 for a PS2, very good deal. You know, the CEX is selling these for over $100 now, so if you can get them, get them. This did have an issue, unfortunately. I seem to have fixed it before. I opened it up. I did unfortunately void my warranty, which is out of date by about 20 years. 15 years by now. This button here was sticking. It's no longer sticking. And it was sticking, which caused this to continuously open up. But I opened it up, gave it all a little bit of a clean. It seems to fix the issue. Same with the ink ribbon here. It was getting stuck on the way down. So I gave it all a quick clean, blowed out some compressed air. It's still a bit rusty inside. I think someone must have left this in their garage, but I gave it a clean and it's about as... needs to be flat. That's weird. I gave it a clean, it's about as good as it's gonna get. These are only going up in price. They sold 150 million units, but they're only going up in price. So if you can get them, get them. There's no reason not to. Alright, I think that just about does it for the video games, except for this stuff here. I went to the tip shop on the Saturday, and I went there just as soon as they opened. I wasn't working on the day, so I thought, you know, it's on the way to my dad's place. I usually visit the tip shop if I'm visiting him. And I picked up 4 games from there. Nothing amazing. So there wasn't a great amount to grab there, but out of the stack of stuff he left behind, I grabbed the only 2 things that are even really worth grabbing. So we have, for $3 each here, Red Dead Redemption, easy $14, $15, good shape, good condition, has the map. And this was cool, brand new sealed, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I thought this was a pretty good find. I've actually done pretty well in finding brand new sealed games at the tip shop. I think people must buy consoles, get one of those games as a bundle in, and have no interest in playing it, and just donate it. I grabbed the only one worth grabbing, Just Dance 4. There was nothing special in there. Filler games. Shovelware titles. This was the only one worth grabbing. It's in good shape. I'll get 14 or 15 for this, and that's about it. And I found a GameCube game as well. Actually, my wife found this one as she was looking through movies. Nothing special. Finding Nemo. I figured $3 for a complete GameCube game. You don't see the old GameCubes that often. CEX give good trade-in credit for them, so I can grab this, trade it in, and get something I actually do want. Not a bad game by all accounts. 2.5D platformer. What do you want? And now I think the rest of this is all DVDs, so if you don't care about movies and stuff, feel free to click away, otherwise stick around, you might learn something. So they had a whole heap of Dragon Ball Z series at the tip shop. They had a lot of movie sets as well for the Dragon Ball Z. I'm not super knowledgeable on them. I grabbed the one that I thought might be worth something, but to be completely honest, I skimmed the titles, saw Dragon Ball Z, saw they were mostly like 3 or 4 episode packs, and thought I'll just leave them. Because generally with anime, you buy a series set or a season set, and those are worth something, but if it's just individual episodes, they're not really worth anything. Later on, a guy came in, I am friendly with, a nice Islander, and he was grabbing some of those, so if any of them were worth anything to him, good for him. But the one I did grab was Dragon Ball Z Season 1. All DVDs of this place are $1 each. Doesn't matter if it's a season set, doesn't matter if there's heaps of discs, $1 each. I think this is the best season of Dragon Ball Z. I'm actually not a huge fan of it. But I like Season 1. Got some other stuff too. All of these were $1 each. Found some cool stuff. Some good Blu-rays. Blu-Rizzles. We have this Dark Knight Rises Blu-ray set with a digibook. Pretty cool. We have on Blu-Rizzle the Tim Burton collection, $1. My wife wanted to watch this, The Kite Runner. She's read the book it's based on. I don't know if I've seen Finding Neverland or read it. I think that might be the one about the boxer. The Lion King trilogy, I've sold this in the past. Good one to grab on the Blu-Rizzle. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Leonard Cohen, fantastic musician, great singer. $9? I believe this is a rare out of print. Yep. The DVD is worth a little bit, so I assume the Blu-ray is worth a bit more. A couple to watch. Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. Both absolute classics, great Tarantino movies. Melinda and Melinda. $1 for a brand new sealed one. I figured that was worth it. And a weird one that I've never seen before. The Rocketman Collection Commando Cody, Sky Marshal of the Universe. I have no idea what this is. But I figured an obscure cartoon set for $1. Whatever. I'll grab it. That is what I found from the tip shop. I had another thing. Well, we went op shopping after that. We found some more movies. Nothing utterly incredible, but some good stuff. The Uninvited, brand new sealed. We watched this one already, Fright Night, for $1. Great movie. I love the practical effects on the girlfriend after she becomes a vampire. Like her whole jaw is split open. That's good stuff. Rogue, about the crocodile. And Riverworld, which I've never heard of before, but it looks like an interesting movie, so I thought I'd grab it and give it a watch. Alright, last lot of stuff here. Some of this stuff was found from one store. It ranges from $1 to $2, nothing over $2. A lot of Australian stuff, which is really cool. I really like to find older Australian movies, because there's a lot of great Australian movies that no one talks about. But on the Blue Rizzle we have The Dark Crystal. That's one to sell. Roger and Hammerstein's The Sound of Music. I'm not a big fan of this movie. I don't like the Nazi overtones. I just don't think it's a very fun movie to watch. Even though it presents itself as this this very merry movie, I just don't like it. But it's Brand New Seal. I'll give it a try to sell it. Michael Jackson Moonwalker on the Blu-ray. That's one to sell. Back to the Secret Garden. $1 for that. I was having trouble finding this on Australian eBay, so I'm not sure if this is rare out of print or not. I don't think it's worth much. I thought Brand New Sealed, I'll grab it. Same with this one, Blu-ray 3D. Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Trader. These Blu-ray 3Ds tend to do pretty well for me, especially if they're brand new sealed. One to watch, Tarzan and Jane. I just watched Tarzan, so I thought, yeah, we'll watch Tarzan and Jane too. Same with this one, El Dorado. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I've seen some stuff online about it recently, so I think it's... I don't even remember if it's a good movie, but we'll give it a watch. Adventure Time, the complete first season. Give that a watch. The Office, complete series 1 and 2 and the Christmas specials. I believe this was $4 or $5, but I decided to pick it up anyway. It was the original series, the BBC one. It's supposed to be very, very good. Some strange ones that I thought I would give a go. Some of these obscure music ones do well, some of them don't. Cro-Mags. Don't know anything about it. And Throwdown, the DVD. I don't know. $1 each. Fat Pizza. My wife and I have been watching a lot of Paulie Fennich's stuff. He's a very funny man. He's very politically incorrect. I really like his stuff. It's very stupid though. Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. I've been looking for a copy of this to watch for a while, but you just don't see it in good condition, and this was a mint disc, so I thought I'd pick it up to watch. Invader Zim Season 1, cool find. I feel like in the right circles, the Invader Zim is very well appreciated, and it's just completely under the radar of others. I think it's a decent show. I don't think it's fantastic. I'll save all the Australian... No, it's kind of hard. A lot of this is Australian stuff. I Can Jump Puddles, Australian classic drama. This will be a good one to sit down and watch. A lot of these classic drama shows about the early 1900s, late 1800s. It's very, very interesting to watch Australia's history. I really, really enjoy it. It's just... it's a history unlike any other on the planet. It's so great. Kentucky Fried Movie. You know, this is made by the same people who eventually would go on to make Blues Brothers, Animal House, and also eventually stuff like Flying High, Naked Gun, I believe. But I think this was one of their early ones. It's supposed to be very, very good, but not on the level of the others. I haven't seen it, but I know, once again, in certain circles, it's very, very well appreciated. Overseas viewers, let me know if you ever heard of this one, Acropolis Now. My mum and dad love this show. They say it's absolutely silly, but it's a lot of fun to watch. I did not pay $6 and $7. These are $1 each, I think. $2 each. These were really good finds though. These are rare out of print. I've only ever found these one time before in the season sets. You find the volumes sometimes with 3 or 4 episodes on them, but the season sets are not super easy to find. I found season 3 and 5, so I dug through at this Salvo store and I thought, I gotta find others. Like, who would only buy 3 and 5 and not the rest? But maybe someone else already picked them up, or maybe they never had them at all. Funny show though. This is a Coppola one. I don't think it's a movie per se. It's kind of like Kino. Kuyanisquatsky. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I did my best. It's just supposed to be like a series of moving images that tell a narrative inside the brain that sets something up. Kind of like Kino, you know, like pure cinema, that kind of thing. Kate Bush under review. Bought this one to sell. This is a good one. Should get a decent amount for this. Kate Bush is very popular right now since the release of that Stranger Things. Cinema Paradiso. Never heard of this, but it won the 1989 Academy Award for the Best Foreign Language Film. I have to assume it's a great movie. From Italy. Definitely want to give this one a watch sooner rather than later. My laptop died. Did it? I guess the light's still on. We're just about done anyway. Dad and Dave with Jeffrey Rush. Funny film. Good one. One I've never heard of, but I thought I'd give it a go. Portal. Usually when a film's cover references other movies, yeah, it died. My light, it's generally not very good, but I think this one might be an exception. It looks like a good movie. We'll give it a go. And finally here, Daniel Day-Lewis, Emily Watson, The Boxer. Never heard of this one, but it looks pretty good. Nominated for some kind of Academy Award. I'm not sure what with. Well, this might have been an older one, but it doesn't seem to be. I mean, if it's got Emily Watson in it, it can't be that old. 1997, so it's not super old. And yeah, that's it. I had another thing to show. Oh, here it is. Last thing I have to show. I bought this based on my wife's recommendation. We were looking in the case of stuff at a Lifeline. They keep all the video games in a case, and I was looking at it, and my wife pointed this out and said, "Oh, that's actually a pretty decent graphics card." And so I decided to see. She said it was worth picking up for its price. I looked it up. It tends to go for maybe about 110, 120 plus shipping. So I thought it's a pretty high price, but I can make a bit of money on it. And it is a EVGA GeoForce GTX 970. It's an NVIDIA of some sort, apparently. It doesn't say NVIDIA on it anywhere, so I'm not sure, really. It was $50. I figure if I can get $100 for it, why not? It's a Lifeline, folks. It's a charity. It goes to a good cause. That $50 could save someone's life, so why not? And that's it. That's everything I have to show. Sorry I haven't done a pickups video in a little while. I just haven't been finding many video games. I don't like to make one of these and just show movies because I'm always finding movies, but I know a lot of people don't like to watch that stuff. And I'm definitely no aficionado when it comes to the old cinema. I know a lot more about video games. And yeah, it's just a struggle out there. There's a lot of people looking for video games. A lot of people buying video games, whether they know what they're doing with them or not. So it's just something I'd say you have to get used to, but I've been used to it for a long time now. You count your blessings and you're happy when you find something. And that's it. Sigma House, be you guys farewell. Have a good one.